Alright folks, this is quite a different video from normally, and you've probably seen the last video, which was pretty damn long I might say, so I'll give you this. So, I've stumbled upon this change.org petition, and I won't tell you who shared me this, but indeed it caught my interest, because it kind of reminded me of a lot of things. But anyways, this is a petition to put Halo Custom Edition in Steam. Now, that's the broad view of things. Of course, everyone would like to have that. But in this petition, however, you can clearly see that the demands for this to happen is quite not enough. And we have a petition that just goes overboard. And I'm here to just, okay, first of all, I am not against anyone signing this. You're all free to sign this wherever you want. I won't tell you to not sign it. What I'm here to tell you is that how ludicrous this all is, and how this could possibly not change anything. Rather, it goes to the back door of Halo Custom Edition. But it's up to you. I don't really need to tell you what to do here. So anyways, we're gonna first look at who made this petition, but not exactly who in person. So it's from Kike Amingo. Did I say that in French? No, never mind. So it's from Mexico, and we can already see that this will pose some kind of problem. But if I say anything further, I might as well go back to the damn drawing boards of how to create another character that is not a racist bigot. Anyhow, here we have the title, first and foremost, Halo Custom Edition Release for PC by Steam. There's a lot of things wrong with this. First of all, Halo Custom Edition is already released for the PC. I think that's a common knowledge by now that we are playing this game on the PC. Unless we are, or I am confused, and there's actually another Halo Custom Edition out there that people have been playing, and I've been playing the wrong version. That'd be something funny. For PC by Steam, that's really the grammatical sense is really wrong here. You can't release a game by Steam. Steam is not a company that makes games. That's Valve. But whatever. It's supposed to be Halo Custom Edition release on Steam. That's it. But anything else, let's first look at the cover picture, and you can really see the very stretched Steam logo and the name on it. Bloody hell. Whatever. So we have the petition itself. Now, there is an English part and a Spanish part. I'm pretty sure Spanish is his mother language. There's no doubt about that. And it's just concerning to me. Why the hell would you do this in English then, when you're obviously putting this petition to Microsoft España, which is not Microsoft in Oregon, not obviously, or was it Washington? Nah, they're all both the same anyway. But yeah, it's kind of funny, since I'm pretty sure they don't read the English part exactly that way. So, let's begin here. So, Halo Custom Edition was originally released on PC on May 5th, 2004. I'm pretty sure this date is very disputed, but we always go with some kind of date here, so might as well say 2004. Quickly becoming one of the most popular online shooters of that time. I'm gonna say here, you clearly were not even born in 2004. No offense, mate, but that's definitely not true. 2004, that's a year of a total lux of games that you can dream of. Like, let's take a look at some Google searches here. Like, Half-Life 2 came out. Holy shit. Doom 3. Oh my. Halo 2. I'm pretty sure Halo Custom Edition would definitely be on par with that. Unreal Tournament 2K4. And a bunch of other stuff, and we don't care about Counter-Strike. And probably my favorite of this list, frickin' Sauerbraten. Just put this on the list, no worries. This is that is totally on the best games, FPS shooters out here. No mention of Halo Custom Edition, because it is quite the insider game, really. It's not, I mean, it isn't back then, it isn't now. It was never a most popular online shooter, but it is one of, right now, it is one of the most heard Halo CE games. I mean Halo games, since it is on the PC and people will look for Halo on the PC back then, and you find Halo Custom Edition sometimes, which was pretty awesome. That's how people got to the game, one way. Anyways, as well as having full support of the community, was totally free. Just a word of advice, this is, you say this when you want to scam people. Yeah, and it was totally free. You get the expression there? Right, so in a legal sense, Halo Custom Edition is a free game, but it does require a Halo PC key, which is not for free. But in every word of the sense, it is a free game. So there's that. Sadly, after the shutdown of the servers, no. Servers did not shut down. It was the main server, basically the server to show all servers, the server of servers, the frickin' mother of all mothers. That's what got shut down, which was a huge problem because the master server was the main server, and because of the master server that shut down, we couldn't see any more servers in the multiplayer lobby. That was the huge hit that went into GameSpy here in 2013. Yup. The game has lost players and has aged a very bad form. Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. And in a time when HAC2, Open Source, Chimera, oh my goodness, why is this game getting worse? /s. Clearly it's going in a bad form. I'd wish I'd played back at the version 2004 was released. That game was way better, where I had to wait 5 hours with all the maps in there to load the game. It is more than 13 years after the launch of the game, and although the community is still active, it is slowly disappearing. But I think I have a solution for it. Am I wrong here? I believe petitions don't. I mean, if you want to take a petition seriously, you should never see an I in there. It should be third person or something like that. There's never an I in there because it is a petition from people who signed it up, you know. Anyhow, it is slowly disappearing. That's true. It's always true for anything outside anyways, but it's not that big deal for Halo Custom Edition. We are hardcore Halo PC players right here. We might, I mean, the more frequent ones will disappear, but you know, the more important people will stay. Except if you're CE and BTCC22. If the game gets an official relaunch on the Steam platform as a free-to-play shooter, the game could quickly recover players. I'll get back to the free-to-play part. But could quickly recover players. Sure, it could. I mean, we all want some kind of easy way to get the game on Steam, but there are a lot of drawbacks, which we'll get right here. So, but I and the thousands of fans not only want a port for Steam, I see this as a great opportunity to improve the game, transforming it completely. A slight contradiction here, where your 1,000 fans if you could only get 608 signatures. There's not 1,000. Anyhow, among the things I think they could add to improve it would be the following. Now here comes the circle jerk of doom from Storm right here. He will have no mercy. So, voice chat. Yes, we will definitely want to hear all the children racking up in the voice chat saying how frickin' garbage you are, or how they want to screw your mothers left and right. It isn't. Halo Custom Edition is not Counter-Strike, where, you know, you are needed, in fact needed, to voice chat to move forward. But if you really want voice chat, we have things like Discord already, and Xfire. And or Steam if you want, or even TeamSpeak, or Ventrilo if anyone still uses that. We already have that covered, come on. So, did I say Steam? Yeah, I did say Steam. You just start to you just call someone, that's it. You don't need a Steam. If you mean a voice chat in-game, already, yeah. That was my intent right there. Do we really need a voice chat? At all? I mean, texting is chatting and with text is fine. Well, but voice chat is always nice, right? It would give me incentive to troll a lot of people with voices like this that you can definitely tell that I'm not a celebrity. Support for modern joysticks, Xbox One, Steam controller, PlayStation 4, etc. There it is. You just have to find the right adapters on the interwebs, really. I mean, I'm using an Xbox One controller to play the game. Frankly, it's really nice. You just have to find the right adapters on Amazon as well. They offer you some stuff. Although on Windows 10 it's quite different because Xbox One controllers do work fine on this OS. Steam controller, however, I never tried that in my life, so I can't say anything about that. PlayStation 4, I'm sure it also has the kind of support. Probably because you could use stuff like ePad or something. XPad, I mean. Better textures and visual effects. Do you want a free-to-play game or a text mod? This is exactly the point of text mods in Halo Custom Edition. Like Kinects, for example. Which is pretty strange. I mean, come on. Okay. So let's get to the good part, shall we? Support for HD resolutions, including 4K. I'm sure, thanks to HAC2, we already got that. We can put the resolution of the game even higher than... What was it previously? Well, you can put it on 1080p already. There's no need for this. Now for 4K, however, I'm pretty sure... I'm saying pretty sure a lot, but I'm sure of it. You can put the game on 4K. I even tried that, I think, 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago, I just experimented with a couple of gigantic TV flat screens. And obviously, in this image, I mistook the width of the flat screen with the height, so the game looks like this right now. And I just had to take a picture of it because it looks funny as fuck. Because I mistook the width of the TV with the height, so this looks disproportionate. But you can see the game runs quite. You can't see this game running quite because it's a picture. What the hell, Storm? But yeah, it works normally. If I'd done this on the console, it might have burned to die. And, you know, it looks fine, come on. You don't need 4K support because you can do it yourself. You just have to know the right things. Public and dedicated servers. Have you even installed Halo 1.10 or anything that lets you show servers? I mean, if you want to have a freaking dedicated server, you can get one right here on EliteGameServers.net for a low price of 62 cents a slot, European cents. You can also pay with US bucks or pounds or whatever the hell hoof means. Like €6.20 a month for a 10-slot server. That you just skip lunch once, boom, you have a freaking server on Halo Custom Edition. That's how you get one. So really, if you want server tools like some Valve games offer, I guess that could be there, you know. But you should definitely put in the list that you want the network code to be rewritten or something like that. Map maker. Really? Do you really want a map maker? Then get one. 3ds Max or Blendor. I'm sure racking a lot of faces when saying that. Or, you know, Gorilla and all that stuff. We already have them. Even at when Halo C was released, they gave free modding kit, you know. Or if you want the kinds of map makers where you just choose and click like in a Crash Day or something. You don't want to. You don't. We have Forge already, you know, from Altus, but he hasn't continued that. I guess that's the most of a map maker we can ever have. And yeah, map maker. I'll just say, you just make maps with the map editor, please. Full support of the Steam Workshop. Yes, do that, and then have the content be restricted because they can't use some things that belong to other games. Yes, let's have restrictions for modders and have them leave Halo because they just can't do it because of the restrictions. I'm pretty sure we've seen a lot of lessons out of that out of other games when you wanted to make mods. I'm sure people can remember a lot of other games. But yeah, releasing content on Steam Workshop is a hit and miss. You get the exposure, yes, but is it really the exposure you want? That's the screwy part here. Multilingual translation. In what sense though? It's not saying much here. Do you want the entire game to be translated? You can get that out of the official Halo custom, the Halo maps thingamajig. You can, if you go here in the Halo Custom Edition game, and you can find all the official installation files, including that map editor. Like you can get the original game in English, or you might as well go for Spanish, or heck, French, Italian, German, Japanese, Chinese, or even Korean. Who the hell plays this game in Korean? I want to meet that person. He must be the coolest person in the world. But yeah, we already got that. If you want all of the maps to have a multilingual translation, then we already got that. In the form of, Latino map makers. They'll do that for you. You just have to ask them. The game is for free after all. You don't have to pay them. I'm sure they do. They don't. I hope. Steam achievements. Oh sure, why not? I love me some Steam achievements, of course. I guess this is the only positive I can see out of all this. The Steam achievements. But what achievements would you get? You just copy and paste the ones from the already existing ones from the Master Chief Collection for Halo 1 or something like that? Maybe? Although that does require a lot of multiplayer stuff to be done. But I digress. Support for mods. I am sure we already have that. Halo Custom Edition itself is a game for mods. Like, seriously. The game itself gives the opportunity to mod the game itself. Well, not the whole game. I mean, we don't have the source code. That's another story. Alright, next one. Which is arguably the best of them all. Protection against traps and hacks. Now, I can even see even three meanings to this. Let's go for the one that you probably want to see. Basically, protection against aimbots, wall hacks, and all that. Sure, we have that in SAPP, but since it's gonna be discontinued, we'll be seeing a lot more. But it's because you probably went on bad servers, like where this happens a lot. But rather, do we really want to rely on Steam VHC to protect us from aimbots? I'm sure when you play Counter-Strike, you see there's a flaw in the system. It doesn't protect you at all. But you just have to watch out. Like, come on, you're not stuck in a lobby for 90 minutes to play the whole match against an aimbot and get stuck with him. Halo Custom Edition, you just get out of the lobby and hop into the next one, easy. Now for the two other things you might have guessed would have been protection against traps. I'm sure that we all feel the same way, especially once we're finished watching, what was it called? Fate Grand Order. And make sure that Alfonso does not catch your eye anytime soon. I'm sure people have already guessed that that character is indeed one of them. Protection against hacks. That only happens if you don't want voice chat. You pretty much sure don't want to see any hacks and telling you how Trump is the worst president of the... No, let's get away from that. Don't want any hacks to come in the comment section. Soundtrack and remastered sound effects. Very simple here. Or not. So if you want a soundtrack change, you can absolutely do that. There are campaign mods You have custom UIs that will do that for you. Or if you want to play multiplayer, which does not have music, you can just whip out a media player for you. Remastered sound effects. Again, campaign mods, UI, custom UIs, multiplayer maps that will help you do that. You don't need this. Nah. And plus, I'm sure when Microsoft goes on to the different studios to make soundtrack, they'll just waste money straight up there. Best physics engine. I applaud you for having the guts to write that. I'm sure if Microsoft, whoever, would have read this all the way through, at this point, they will probably shut down Halo Custom Edition. I mean, holy shit. This is incredibly funny. You don't have Halo Custom Edition anymore. You have a different game now, isn't it? We won't be playing the same game anymore, mate. We'll be playing something else. That's not Halo Custom Edition. We'll have gigantic amount of... let's go to the next one, which is in correlation to the best physics engines. Bug fixes and glitches. There's a lot of issues with this. Basically, what bug fixes and glitches? If you mean the bugs and glitches in the campaign of Halo 1, it's easily done down by Moses' refined campaign, which has fixed a lot of issues with the campaign, like a bunch of it, all of it. It's pretty great. You can get it right here. You don't need a Steam release for this. You can ask Moses for a copy, eh? Don't pay him anything. Or do you mean bugs in multiplayer maps such as phantom BSPs or stupid warping in servers? No, not gonna happen, mate. Especially if you want a best physics engine. First of all, if you want the bugs to be fixed inside this new best physics engine, have better soundtrack, have support for 4K, have better textures and visual effects. We're not even playing Halo Custom Edition. Dude, we're going to have to remake every single custom map we've ever made, and then, that'll waste a lot of time, and I'm pretty sure people will not stand for that if they don't want to get paid. Which brings us to our last bit of misinformation about anything here. If all this is combined with a 100% free-to-play release, I assure you that this will be a complete success. I see hopes that this may someday come true. Yeah, a remade Halo game sure has done its successes. Right, Master Chief Collection? I'll surely do something. Oh my goodness. So, let's just go for the last bits here. Thank you for taking the time to read this petition. If you like the idea, sign the petition and share it with your friends. Hashtag Make Halo Custom Edition Great Again. Now then, here's the biggest problem of them all. Are we even justified of having Halo Custom Edition on Steam? I'm sure of it. This is a game we made from scratch, and then we got it up to how it is now. Frickin' thousands of maps have been made. Applications for it. HAC2, Open Source, Chimera. Super damn good jobs right there. Done by who? Yep, the community. And then when GameSpy got out, who fixed it up for us? Not Microsoft, not 343, not Bungie. Well, a Bungie employee did help, but also we got B2CC22, we got Cornman, and we got TechNut. Even though it's from POQ, I still respect the heck out of him. Like, we don't need them to make Halo Custom Edition great. We can do all our jobs. We can do it all ourselves. We had a CE3, which abundantly isn't there anymore, but we still have our coverages on Halo Custom Edition. We even made SPV3 for God's sakes. Who helped that in that matter? Like, even for the custom soundtrack you wanted, remastered soundtracks. Who did that for SPV3? Not 343, not Mario O'Donnell. It was a big metal boy named Hafet Metza. I keep on mistaking that. Not everything is from big companies is needed to make Halo Custom Edition great again. That's the whole point here. We don't need to. For 13 years, we have never had to. Do we need a lot of players? Maybe, sure, it won't hurt. Do we want new players? Then we have to work for it ourselves. We don't need them. They're gonna make things the way Halo Custom Edition is right now to something different. And including with your demands, I'm pretty sure they would rather shut down the whole thing if they just read the whole thing. So just gonna like, what's all like? This thing is all too funny to me because this is all a freaking meme I made 4 years ago. This video right here, which explains the situation clearly about about our escapades on Halo Custom Edition brought into Steam.
このネオ東京に治安という言葉は存在してんのかね。
ところで君から提出されているこの実験体25号の予言に関する追加予算の申請じゃがね。
冗談じゃないよ。前総理の税金政策の歴史的失敗の尻拭いを我々国会議員が頭を下げて国民の皆様に我慢していただいているこの時期にだよ。なんだね、どこにそんな金があるんだね。莫大な金を使ってできたのはあのグロテスクな幼稚園だけじゃないか。来年はオリンピックだよ。もう戦後は終わったんだ。いつまでそんな幽霊のようなものに金を出さなくてはならんのかね。
だからその金を福祉に回せばよかったんだ。
うるせえじじい。
なんじゃと。
あんたたちはアキラの最悪が実際に起きてからでなければ何一つ理解しようとしないのか。
大佐は軍人としての本分を失った。
失礼する。
This is a gigantic meme I made for myself. It just basically all the arguments against Halo Custom Edition on Steam is right there in our hands. Do we have the balls to tell our faithful modders and map makers to say, okay, you can have a lot of players, but you can't make the maps. It's scratched. It's like a death sentence right there. But yeah, the video is becoming longer than the last video, so I'll leave it to you there. This is just my personal rant, my guide on how this should be handled clearly. And I hope that this will not change your decision to sign this petition. But I just warned you a bit. So take care and have fun with whatever you have planned for today. And don't die.